Well, hello. So nice of you to join me on this fine Earth Day. This video is different from the normal content I produce, but I had an idea, so I'm gonna roll with it. Welcome to the ER, a show where I talk about games that I've played and if I enjoyed them. Is this style of video gonna become a normal thing on this channel? I don't know, we'll see. I was never one for gacha games. And I have my VTuber overlords to thank for that.
Oh no!
However, I didn't really start playing this game until summer of 2022. Safe to say, I was very late to the party. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to get that limited time Miku collab. You play as Sensei, who's basically you. You wake up one day to find yourself a member of Shale. What is your job? Well, obviously you're a teacher, but you're also an advisor, a federal investigator, what the fuck? And you were summoned there by the mysterious president of the General Student Council, who just disappeared for some reason. You have the wonderful responsibility of protecting Kivotos, the world you live in. You're not alone in this endeavor. The various academies and schools around Kivotos are at your aid. And also with you is Arona, an iPad with horrible RNG sometimes. Seriously, I know it's called Blue Archive, but cut me some goddamn slack. I'm already drowning in paperwork. The least you can do is give me some dopamine for my gambling addiction.
A, B, C, D, E, F, gun!
Currently, there are 10 schools, more like factions, that have a major role in the story. More schools are on the way, but as for now, just 10 is what you need to brush up on.
I declare bankruptcy!
This school is introduced in Chapter 1. Once a thriving, prestigious school until story spoilers caused the students to dip out, now all that remains is a shadow of its former self. All that's left is an annex building and 5 students with enormous debt to pay. Seriously, I thought student debt in the United States was bad. A school that runs along the concept of freedom and chaos, but in this case, chaos reigns. This school has always something happening. You'll notice the majority of the students that go here have prominent traits of the demon variety. They're demons.
Okay, hold on. Tell me why, while I was editing this part, that Gehenna literally means hell. It literally means hell.
The longtime rival of Gehenna, Trinity is the opposite, a seemingly religious school that favors values, order, and etiquette. At least on the surface.
Secrets?
There's a Catholic joke in there somewhere. Of course, most of the students here exhibit certain angelic traits, but some students are far from it. Like, seriously, get help.
You're scaring me.
Oops! Spoilers.
Okay, here's the best possible way I can describe the school. This snow-covered academy holds a revolution like every week. If there isn't a revolution happening, something must be really wrong. Labor parties, espionage, you get the whole red velvet cake here. This one's pretty self-explanatory. They're basically the police force of Kivotos.
First of all, she's not ugly. And second of all, that was me.
A school of elites that were able to mobilize in any autonomous district through the General Student Council, under the president's authority. But since she mysteriously dipped, the school lost their capability to do so, and is effectively as good as dead. The remaining 4 students of this school are doing their best to keep the flame going.
Don't let the flame die out!
This school focuses on commerce and prioritizing the bottom line as opposed to culture. Very on brand considering the similarities to a certain country. They've also got kick-ass restaurants and sightseeing opportunities that make tourism their bread and butter.
Do you speak Japanese?
This lovely alliance is made up of a coalition of numerous different clubs, each with their own cultures and rules. They seem to specialize in festivals the most. Also, ninjas. The youngest school among the academies. Millennium became one of the largest schools in Kivotos. Technical skill is the norm at this school. If the future is paved, it's gonna be Millennium who does it. Also, this school seems to be the only place that has normal-looking people, just average gamers. And this school is also the alma mater of the fan-favorite character of this game, Kakudate Karin. Good lord, the art I've seen. And I just want to point out that this is in the game. Now, there are 4 other known schools, but as of current year, they haven't been fleshed out more or they haven't reached the global audience yet.
Hot diggity dog! This place is magnificent.
Oh boy, what can I say about the art? Oh, I know.
Wow, that is delicious.
This game has a beautiful art style. Amazing talent was responsible for all this eye candy. The game plays like your typical VN, seeing a static image of the person you're talking to on the screen. However, if you pay closer attention, you can see that they're not so static. There's subtle bobbing motion mimicking breathing, which is something you don't see often. Their halos also have a noticeable bobbing motion as well. And my favorite, they blink. This game has another feature in the form of 2D live models as well. You can only access these when you rank up their relationship points. They can range from adorable to absolutely degenerate.
That thing right there is unbelievably good.
Chibi models are used in actual gameplay, but the quality of these models are far from bad. The attention they gave to some of these models activates my monkey brain, and there are definitely some hear me outs here. The love they put into this game also translates to the environments you fight in. You may not notice it right away, but the destructive environments and attention to detail to each area are something that I always appreciate with fun little gachas like this. Though that may be a little biased because I haven't played that many.
We would like to play.
Alright, the game looks nice, but how about the most important part of any game? Well, the gameplay is really fun. It feels like a rail shooter with auto battle mechanics. You want more control? You got it. You want to sit back and just let the game do its thing? Auto battle is right there. Now don't let it deceive you. Auto battle doesn't mean auto win, for the most part. The game has a leveling and equipment system to keep things balanced. To level up, you just gotta play the game, man. Okay, stay with me on this one. Leveling up in this game works as so. You complete levels and challenges, you get these clipboards. These clipboards level up your students. Students can go as high as your own personal level, which you can level up as you progress the missions and story. Also, as rewards, you acquire equipment pieces to give to your students. You can also level these up for better benefits during gameplay. You can also level up the student star rating. Doing this is a little more complicated because it requires an in-game item called an elf, or elif, I don't know how you say this. Each student has their own, which you can acquire by completing the hard missions or rolling for them in the gacha. When you pull a student that you already have, that pull turns into elves for that character. Once you get a character to 5 stars, you get the ability to unlock their signature weapon. You can level up these special weapons with gun parts, which you can also get by playing the game. Leveling up is going to be super important as the missions get harder. On top of that, each mission cell has a completion timer. There are different game modes that offer different experiences and rewards too. Seasonal events happen quite frequently to keep the gameplay loop going. There's even a PvP mode that allows you to test out your team builds. The PvP mode, oddly, is the only one where you can't control the fight at all. It's all down to auto battle.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Okay, how about the music? Well, the music in this game is top notch. Seriously, some of these tracks have no business going that hard. Here are some examples.
interactive storybook, essentially, that likes to kick the shit out of you every now and again.
Alright, I'll try to be spoiler free here. As of current year, there are 6 volumes available to the global server. Of course, Japan gets all the good stuff early. We, the unfortunate, have to wait for localization. I remember hearing that the devs wanted a lighthearted, slice-of-life-esque story for their game. This story, man, it takes you on a wild roller coaster. I highly recommend going in blind if you haven't already.
I cried through the entire thing and made me want to be a better man.
Here's an abridged summary for each volume. High school students are in debt to BlackRock and Vanguard, so they rob a bank owned by them and discover that they're digging something up in the desert. Certified game devs need to make a game. They travel to ancient ruins for inspiration and find a random sleeping girl. Turns out she's OP as hell, and a Brazilian city isn't too happy about that.
Bruh.
4 students who are behind on the grades try to make up schoolwork so they don't fail, while a peace treaty between Germany and England is interrupted by a rogue faction determined to cause despair or something.
Pyong, pyong, pyong.
A Hyakarioran club member invokes trial by combat to revive her dying club, all while a festival is being prepared to bring the public spirits up after the events of the previous volume. Good god, try saying Hyakarioran 7 times fast. There's more than just the main story too. There are many episodes of the students' daily lives and event stories that happen on a regular basis. If you happen to miss an event, fear not, this game is very generous on reruns. Well, almost. Each student also has a relationship story. As you increase the relationship, you unlock special mini-episodes with them, leading to unlocking their recollection lobby. A student's recollection lobby, as mentioned earlier, is the live 2D model version of that student.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
While I'm enjoying every bit of this game, there are some downsides. I, as a proud American citizen, have to address this. Fans are not exactly happy with some of the translations. There have been reports of entire dialogue changes and a lot of missing content from the global version of the game. While not exactly game-breaking, it can be frustrating when you're denied the full experience. Luckily, the devs have been real responsive to correcting that issue.
Well, I've done all I can do.
So, conclusion on this report. I like it. I liked it so much that it consumed my cooked brain for the past 2 years, and I'm definitely going to keep playing. Overall, Blue Archive is a fun, captivating little game. Amazing gameplay, beautiful art style, and intriguing story, and the gameplay loop is refreshing enough to keep you playing. So if you're looking for a gacha game to dive into, this next untitled just might be the perfect choice. And I recommend giving it a try.